The NBA Finals are over. Nobody even cares about that anymore. It's draft time. But before I start this video, I have some sad news. This could possibly be the last video ever recorded in this studio. No, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop making videos. I bought a new house. We're renovating it right now. There's going to be a new studio. Don't know what it's going to look like, where it's going to be at, but there will be a new studio and there will be more videos to come. Don't worry. And of course, like, share, and subscribe. You should see my face every time I go on YouTube and see that subscriber number go up. Big smile on my face. I know you want to make me smile, so hit that subscribe button. Some people call me the young Jay Bilas. In this article, Jay Bilas, 8 prospects that stand out in this year's class. I think he's one of the most respected college basketball announcers and analysts across the country. He's probably my favorite analyst out of any sport. So I'm going to go through, read this article that he wrote, see who he wants to talk about in this, see if I agree with some of his takes or disagree. And of course, if I disagree, I'm going to give my own take. But Bilas, he's the man, so I could see me and him agreeing on a lot. From the GOAT, Jay Bilas, the 2025 NBA Draft will mark my 23rd straight year sitting on the main desk for ESPN. In all of those years, there have been hits and misses. I doubt that. Very few misses. We've been right and wrong, but every year I gain more respect for the process. When I first started, after spending long hours on player evaluations, I probably thought I knew which prospects would hit. I quickly learned that I didn't know. Nobody knows. Jay, I know, you know, we're two of the best in the game. All right, Jay, let's see what you got. The no-brainer. This is the Cooper Flag draft, and any of the 30 NBA teams had the top pick in the 2025 draft lottery. All 30 would take Flag and never look back. Will the Mavs actually do that as we're getting closer to draft night? I think they're going to keep it and take them, but I think that's still kind of up in the air. Flag is the best Duke freshman ever. Woo! And the most complete player in the draft. I agree with that part. Duke freshman, probably. Though Flag has room to improve in certain areas, no other player checks as many boxes. Bilas, a lot of high honors for Cooper Flag. I think he is the best player in the draft. Whether it be the Mavericks, who I'm a fan of, or another team, if they don't take Cooper Flag, they're absolutely insane. He's still so young. He started his college career 17 years old. He's only 18 right now, but he plays with such a mature game that it's really crazy to see from such a young player like Flag. But offensively, defensively, he's got it all there. I've been saying in many videos, he might not be a superstar right away, but give him like 2-3 years to get acclimated to the NBA. He's going to end up being a really, really good player. Flag does not go into a game looking for numbers. Instead, he strives to make the right play, and by stacking the right play over and over, he puts up impressive numbers across the board. That's true. When you see him go out there, he's not trying to be flashy or score 30 points a game, but he does everything. Rebound, assists, points, blocks, steals. I think his defense was very underrated in college. He got some recognition, but I don't think as much as he should. But like I said, he's just so mature. He doesn't care about flashy plays, highlight plays. He just wants to do the right thing, and he happens to do that a lot. The shooters. This draft has its share of excellent shooters in freshman entries. Trey Johnson of Texas and Con Knippel of Duke lead the way. I've been saying the best shooters in this draft, Con Knippel, so I agree with Jay Bilas. Caleb Brill from Missouri and Kobe Brea from Kentucky. I don't think Brea or Grill will get drafted, but because they're such good shooters, they might have a chance to succeed in the NBA. Johnson is the better shot maker and athlete with a 6'10 wingspan. He led the SEC in scoring at 19.9 points per game and shot 39.7% from beyond the arc. Oh, I thought it was lower than that. All right, so he was more efficient than I thought. Despite his length and physical traits, Johnson did not have the expected defensive impact, but his speed and agility will serve him well in the NBA. Kneppel is the best catch and shoot guard in the draft. Yeah, if you watch any of my other videos or my stuff on TikTok I've been doing, Kneppel really lacks the agility and athleticism from some of these other guys in this class, and you kind of need that for the most part to succeed in the NBA. I think he'll have the chance to work on that. Depends what team he goes to, but Kneppel, a really good playmaker, and he just happens to be a really good shooter too, so he's going to get drafted in the lottery. I don't know if he's going to turn into a superstar or an all-star type player, but he kind of has the traits to become a pretty solid guard. Last season, Kneppel hit 48% on corner threes and canned 91.4% of his free throws. That's impressive. You got to be able to make free throws, especially in clutch situations. How much will he be in those situations? Probably not a lot right away. Kneppel's defense and physical tools are the questions, absolutely. But though Kneppel is unlikely to be named to the NBA's all-defensive team, he isn't a pushover and is always getting loose balls. Yeah, I wouldn't say Colin Knippel is a great defender, but he can be a little disruptive at times. He had a lot of deflections, steals. He just hustles. I mean, he's one of those guys that will do the dirty work, things that won't show up in the box scores, but I mean, I think he'll just have to improve his defense to make his way through the NBA. The 3-and-D guys. Length seems to translate well to the NBA. Agreed. I already see one name highlighted here I'm a big fan of. And its importance cannot be overstated. A player who can guard multiple positions, switch, disrupt, and get deflection, steals, and blocks can find playing time for any NBA team. Add in a reliable perimeter shot, and you are even more valuable. This year, the 3-and-D guys are somewhat under the radar, but will be coveted on draft night. This first name, Carter Bryant from Arizona, I think he's projected like 12th, 13th, or 14th in the draft right now. I think he could go top 10, somewhere inside the top 10. I think he's a really good prospect that he's projected to the Spurs right now, and I think that would be a good team for him to go to, but he can pretty much defend 1 through 5. He's athletic as hell. I wouldn't say he's a great three-point shooter. I don't know if that's crazy to say, but I do think he will get better. I think he's going to end up being one of the best rookies in this draft class. Low-key has a chance to win Rookie of the Year, but it all depends on what team he goes to. So Carter Bryant, Rasheer Fleming of St. Joseph's, and Cedric Coward of Washington State are the most tantalizing, great word, prospects in this valuable category. Carter Bryant, expected to be the first one of those guys off the board. He has size and impressive length and can hit a standstill three-pointer. Almost half of his points last season came from made threes, and 82% of his shot attempts were catch-and-shoot threes or finishes at the rim. So, I mean, yeah, he's getting to the rim, shooting threes. I mean, if he can work on better ball handling and some mid-range jumpers, he's going to be really good. The wild cards. 2 players from the same team. Right off the bat, before they even get drafted, I think Dylan Harper is going to have a better career, but Ace Bailey, he really is a wild card. I said in my other videos and TikToks that I don't think his ceiling is quite at Kevin Durant, but when you watch Ace Bailey play, you cannot say that you don't see Kevin Durant in his game. All right, Bilas, I'm relying on some good stuff for these two. Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey would go number 2 and 3 respectively. This article was even posted after Ace Bailey declined that workout with the 76ers, who have the number 3 pick. So who knows if he'll still actually go there. That's going to be another interesting thing to keep an eye on during draft night. Obviously, he's still going top 10, probably top 5, but little controversy there surrounding him. If talent and upside potential were the only valuables, they would go 2 and 3. But the best 2 prospects after Flagg played together at Rutgers and had a losing season. That was a little odd, but though it is a fair question why neither contributed more to winning, especially with a talented point guard in Harper, I doubt the team's record will factor into the draft position of either prospect. Yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with getting drafted. I mean, when you watch tape on them, and NBA scouts were probably at every single one of their games, they know just how good those 2 are individually. Obviously, they're not going to get drafted to the same team, but if you're watching them play, you know they're good players. I don't think the record of the Rutgers team has anything to do with them getting drafted. Harper is the second best prospect in this draft. I can agree. I saw a lot. I mean, there's a lot of people saying that Harper is even better than Cooper Flagg. People are going to still say that after draft night, but I think Harper, he got overlooked by Flagg. I thought coming into the college basketball season, Harper had a chance at winning National Player of the Year, but Flagg just kept getting better and better every single game, and the fact that Duke team was really good and he was really the leader on that team, I think that helped Flagg's case even more. Harper is very good in pick-and-roll situations and makes great reads. I think that's really important in the NBA. We've seen so many point guards have such long careers just because they were so good in the pick and roll. First name that comes to my mind is Chris Paul, CP3, one of the best point guards of all time, I guess. Never won a ring, but skill-wise, he's up there. He's one of the best pick and roll point guards of all time. I can confidently say that. So if Harper can continue that into the NBA, he's going to have a long, successful career. Bailey is one of the high-risk, high-reward guys in this draft. Few have a higher ceiling, and few can match his shot-making ability, especially tough pull-up jumpers under pressure. Yeah, when I went back and watched highlights of him at work, of course, because the grind never stops here. Saw flashes of Kevin Durant, but there's 2-3 guys around him. He's pulling up for jumpers, turnaround fadeaways. He was doing it all. So, his shot-making really is crazy, and he's going to be one of the guys that I keep my eye on very close throughout his career because, like Bilas is saying, he's usually always right. He has great insight. Bailey has the chance to be a really, really good player, but I mean, again, wild card is definitely the best way to describe him. With Harper's talent and skill profile, nobody passes him up at number 2, not even San Antonio, who needs shooting, something Harper does not provide. He's not a great three-point shooter, but I think he can work on that and get to a pretty good level. Bailey should follow him shortly, going anywhere from number 3 to number 8. If he dropped to number 8, that would be wild. All right, like I said, Jay Bilas, one of the most respected college basketball analysts, draft insight guys, probably my favorite analyst out of everybody that was ever born. Some good insight there about the top 8 prospects in this draft and some categories that they fall under. For the most part, of course, I agreed with what he had to say. I'm very much looking forward to him talking about these guys and much more. During the NBA draft, it's here. The draft is here. It's better than the NFL draft. NBA finals are over. Congratulations to the Thunder, whatever. TJ McConnell played his absolute heart out for the Pacers, scored like 12 straight points for the team. The only Pacer to score in like an 11-minute stretch in that third quarter. Absolutely wild, but whatever. NBA, it's over. College basketball, NBA draft is here. Jay Bilas, you're the GOAT. And of course, that article just represented that even more. And maybe, just maybe, one time I will get to join these guys on the desk at an NBA draft. Will it happen? Who knows, but I think I'm working my way there. Like, share, subscribe, TC Talk Sports. It's all sports all the time. Thank you for watching. Get ready for the NBA draft.